All right. Whew. All right. I'm going live. The hell am I doing? What the hell am I doing? What the hell am I doing? Happy first birthday, AI Salon. Wait, look at that. Oh, wait, you know where I can go? Here, we can just zoom in on the little turtle. Silver Fox did this cute little turtle. Cutest little turtle ever. Curfew, young man. Lunar stick, I know. I was I was watching The Voice, and I was like, I'm not going to go live. And then I looked at the Irregulars channel, and everyone's like, where is he? We haven't heard from him. I'm like, I'll go. All right. We'll do a short one. We'll do a short little teeny tiny one. I probably won't even demo anything. We'll just go look at some. We'll go look at stuff. Let's see. Look, here's our 1 year anniversary logo. And we got, let's see. We have a merch store now for the salon. So that was pretty cool. So I'll talk about that. And what else? I almost missed you. I almost missed me. I almost didn't go live. But then I saw everyone like, where is he? We haven't heard from him. Damn it. You just can't sneak out. Added an image to Irregulars for this. Oh, awesome. Hang on. Let me go look. Rip. Welcome, everybody. This is the AI Learning Lab. I just got back from, well, I didn't just get back. Went out and had a, oh, nice. That's cool. Went out and had a little after party after the AI Salon. And then I came home and hung out for a little bit. Oh. Lunar stick all sad that the AI Learning Lab wasn't happening. How was the party? It was nice. It was very nice. We had, that was very cute. All right, this is for you, Lunar stick. We can have no crocodile tears. We gotta fix that. Oh man, it was good. It was good. We brought back a lot of speakers who spoken over the past year that just talked about, where they are with this stuff and, what insights they've had. And then we heard from salon members, and it was just kind of a reminiscing. It was just nice. It was just a nice kind of connecting and talking kind of meeting. So it wasn't super flashy. It was just nice. It was good. Yeah. And so I'll figure I'll come on here. And this is the time of year. I mean, we're coming up on the holidays. We're coming up on the new year. We just had the 1 year anniversary of ChatGPT. Tonight's the 1 year anniversary of the salon. And it's hard to put it in perspective. It's really hard to understand where all this stuff is. So anyway, do me a favor, share the live, even though I'm just going to go live for like an hour here or whenever. I don't know, we'll just chat. If you have any questions about AI, actually, it would be cool to put in there? Rather than questions, why don't I just continue the jam we had going at the salon anniversary? I'd love to hear, for anyone who's been doing this for a while, especially from the Irregulars, what's a big insight you've had, or like, where are you right now? Where's your head? Where's your, have you reinvented yourselves? Are you questioning everything? are are you? I know Lunasticks. She's dusted off all of her index cards, and every index card is now a GPT. Uh, so hey, Micro, what's happening? JRC, good to see you. How was the party? Party was nice. You know what's cool about that group is it's like, the party is just like a continuation of the conversation. Like we just go out, everybody grabs a beer, some tacos, and we just sit around just saying, "Well, what have you played with? Hey, have you seen this? Have you done that?" Like it's like this. It's like what goes on in here. So it was nice. What I saw of it was nice, Drew. Glad you got to see a little bit. AI blocks me as a conspiracy researcher. Yeah, Joseph Baker, you're gonna have to go get yourself some open source non-restricted large language model action going. The safety guardrails and conspiracy theories do not go well together. So you're gonna have to geek out, I'm afraid, my friend. Here's the good news: you can use the restricted large language models to train you how to set up the unrestricted large language models. You can probably get it done in like an hour. I'm still navigating my way through this AI thing, but I'm so grateful to have stumbled into this place. Well, I'm grateful that you've stumbled in here. If it makes you feel any better, I said this tonight. I said, so like I've been fairly obsessed for 2 years. I have been clinically obsessed for a year. I started the salon. I started this TikTok channel at 58. I guess I started it at 57. I have aged since I started this. Started a newsletter, completely revamped my company's product roadmap, are trying to figure out how to keep my company relevant in the face of insane competition from infinite content generating machines. And so, like, I feel like it's not really possible to spend more of my waking day than I do on AI. like, if I were a machine, I could. But as a human, I am pretty much tapped out every fucking day, jamming shit into my cranium about AI. And I said this tonight. I feel as clueless as I've ever felt. So don't think that just because you haven't been, deep diving on this for a year or 2 or 10, that you're way more behind. You're not way more behind. Everyone right now is trying to figure this out. And the thing that's got me, it's when you worry about the future, it causes anxiety, right? The thing that's given me a little anxiety is I kind of know what's coming, right? Like I know that Gemini is coming, which is Google's ChatGPT 4 competitor, that's going to be multimodal and crazy and hopefully good. I know that Grok is coming. I know that, these video models like Pico 1.0 looks like it's going to be absolutely fucking insane. We've been playing around here for the past couple of nights with Suno, the music generating thing. And it's like the Qar tool suite. So the way I like to think about this is like, if you could only play with one AI tool, if you only had access to one, what would it be? The answer to me is crystal clear right now. It's ChatGPT 4. Period. End of story. Nothing's even close. But it's kind of like professional tennis, right? You got Djokovic, Nadal, and then everyone else. You got in F1, you got Verstappen, everyone else. That's how AI is right now. You got ChatGPT 4 and everyone else. The problem is the everyone else's are rumbling. They're getting really good really fast. And so what it means is you can't. You okay? She's okay. You can't ignore them, but at the same time you can't keep up with them. And what's going to happen is the tools as they are right now. So if you look at here, let me show you. Is this it? Yeah. Okay, you got ChatGPT, right? You're like, okay, yeah, we got ChatGPT, Kyle. That's the big one. Great, perfect. So just if there was only one, you'd do that one, right? AI is my advisor and teacher. Very cool. Then you got these four. Claude, Bard, Copilot. So Copilot is Microsoft's ChatGPT 4, and you have Grok. Grok isn't out yet, but it's coming. So we have to keep that on the list, and it's going to be one of the big four. So you have to pay attention to those four. Then I think it's worth you paying attention to these four: Pi, Perplexity, Poe, and Llama 2. Now, all of these, for the most part, are like ChatGPT. They started out as large language models, and now they're going multimodal. Claude isn't yet. Bard is starting to go there with, like, Bard right now. One of the interesting things they just added is Bard knows all the YouTube videos. So you can take a URL from one of your YouTube videos, put it in Bard, and tell it to chapterize it, and it will, because it knows them all. Copilot from Microsoft is multimodal now. And then they just added a thing called Deep Search or something like that, some new thing. I just saw it in passing tonight before we did the salon. Then you got these. You got Pi is this conversational thing that went from having one mode to having four modes and getting much more capable. And they're like, I have a feeling Pi is just going to explode and get multimodal. Perplexity is an increasingly complicated, sophisticated research tool. Poe, you can play with, like, I don't know, a dozen or 15 different large language models. You can make bots. Like, it's big. And then Llama, like, I've got labs.perplexity here. That's just a place to play with it. Llama is part of a whole world of open source models, like thousands of projects, right? So if you want to dig into large language models, there's a whole world just in that little thing right there. So that's just the wordy words, right? That's just words. I don't even have Amazon. They just launched Q. So that feels a little overwhelming. And then you start looking at the image generation tools. They're getting more and more and more sophisticated and faster. And like even the image generation tools, like in the past 2 weeks, we've gone from you type a prompt and you hit a button and then the clock spins and then you get back a image or 4 images and then you upscale them, right? To these models where you now draw a shape and it renders the new image in real time. We're going from non-real-time image generation to real-time image generation. There's a thing called Kria, which I actually signed up for, that does, I can take my webcam as input, type in a prompt, and then it turns me into some other thing in real time. So even these things are, how you use them is anxiety inducing, because if you've gotten good at doing it with the wordy words or with DALL-E 3 with doing an image prompt within the context of a chat, how you do these is going to get different. It's changing. Then you got video. This world is losing its fucking mind. These tools are getting so incredibly powerful that I don't want to ignore them. I don't want to not do them. But making movies is hard. My company, Storyvine, exists because video storytelling's hard. And I thought there's got to be a better way. And so storytelling doesn't necessarily get easier with these. The production of the bits gets easier, but you still got to tell the story. Why does AI have so much of a problem with spelling words on images? The reason it's got a problem, so in general, the reason AI has problems with accuracy and predictability and consistency is that the way the transformer model works, which is the core underlying technology underneath it, how do I explain this super simply? What that model does is it turns words or pictures or music, any sort of data, but let's just say words. Let's just say like ChatGPT words. It takes all the words that it is trained on, which is, trillions of them, billions of documents, like as much of the public internet as they could get their hands on. And it turns them all into strings of numbers that live in 1,000-dimensional space. And you're like, what? Yeah, exactly. It's weird. It's weird. And so when you type a prompt in ChatGPT and it writes you that big-ass response and it looks like there's like a really smart person on the other side of it, it's really just a calculator that is calculating what is the next most probable word after this string of words, your prompt. And then what's the next most probable word after that? And the next most probable word after that. That's technically what it's doing. And it doesn't even know the words it's putting there. It's looking in its mathematical universe, plucking out a number, and then that number, or a series of numbers, a vector, that vector is associated with a word. So it goes, I need this set of numbers, and it pulls it down and says, okay, that set of numbers goes with the word dog, and it puts that word in. And so it just spits all that shit out. And it doesn't know what it wrote. So if it's sort of pulling from training data that's got inaccuracies in it, it's going to give you inaccurate stuff. The image things are the same way. It doesn't know what it's creating. When these tools create the images they create, they don't go back and look at them and analyze if they got them right. That will be coming. Like 2024, I guarantee you we're going to see that. Where we're going to see image models that generate the image, analyze the image to see if they got it right, and keep iterating until they get it right, and maybe even fixing just pieces of it. I guarantee you we'll see that in 2024. So, as of 3 months ago, generative images couldn't do words at all. So the fact that they're doing words even remotely good is remarkable. Let me go look at... Let's see. Like there's a good one that Sherry did for the AI Salon. Happy is right. Happy anniversary. Sorry, AI Salon. It got almost everything right. I don't know what you're complaining about. But I mean, it's pretty remarkable that it got it that close. But all it's doing is it's taking a bunch of images, sort of smashing them together as this mass of pixels, and then denoising them. And then what it generates, it doesn't even know it's in there. So that's why it does that. Why doesn't it work for foreign languages? When was the last time that you looked at it? Why doesn't what work for foreign languages? Hold, please. All right. This is ChatGPT. This is the ChatGPT app. I'm putting it in conversation mode. I want you to act as a Japanese translator. I'm going to speak in English, and I want you to translate in Japanese, and don't repeat the English. The AI Salon had its birthday tonight, and I'm tired but very, very happy. Come on, ChatGPT, we don't have all night.
AI サロンは今夜誕生日を迎えました。私は疲れていますが、とてもとても幸せです。
Now, on second thought, I want that in German, please.
Der AI-Salon hatte heute Abend seinen Geburtstag und ich bin müde, aber sehr, sehr glücklich.
How about Montreal French?
Le Salon IA a fêté son anniversaire ce soir.
So,
et je suis...
they do languages. It knows all the languages. It knows all the programming languages. It knows all the languages. They're translating Sanskrit cuneiform writings into English by just taking snapshots of shit. Like, it knows all the stuff. Now, the nature of where this technology is as of today, it's got a lot of, the technical term for it that we talk about a lot on this channel is janky pieces of shit. All of this technology right now will get you to about 80% of good. And then the last mile, the last 20%, oh, it's rough. But just watch. 2024, a lot changes. Just, you're going to see. They're going to start putting, they're going to start, this is what Qstar is to my understanding. You've got ChatGPT down here. They got this thing called Qstar, which is this game mechanics training system, basically. They've merged two training systems together that basically say, okay, ChatGPT, you went and you took an action. I'm going to look at that action and give you a score on how well you did. And the score is either going to go up or it's going to go down. And if it goes down, then you got to do it better. And if it goes up, then you keep going in that direction. So you're going to start seeing in 2024, the typos are going to get way less. The hallucinations are going to get way less. These things are going to get way better. And all of the stuff people are bitching about right now, it doesn't spell right, it hallucinates, are all of a sudden going to get dramatically good. Dramatically. David Shapiro talks about this. He goes, the thing about machine learning and this kind of technology is it's bad, 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 it's okay, it's excellent. We're still in the it's bad, it's bad, it's bad, it's getting better, it's getting better. It's like we're just like there. And we're about to go, boom! If Qstar, the rumor is that there's a thing called Qstar that they put together at OpenAI, and it made some sort of advancement. And the rumor is that's why they fired Sam Altman, because shit was moving too fast, and the nonprofit board said, ah! If that's true, shit's going to get faster fast, or better fast. What can you tell us about tree learning when it refers to AGI? Let me go see if I can find that David Shapiro video. Hold, please. You mean Q learning, Cam? I think it's Q learning. So Q star is a combination of A learning, which I think is tree logic, and A star and Q learning, Q star. Let me go see if I can find this video. David Shapiro. If you're interested in AI and you don't follow David Shapiro, you are missing stuff. By the way, his AI predictions in 2024 video is really good. Bigger than you think. That wasn't it. It was, what is Q star? Hang on. What is Q star?
You know, a lot of people think that in order to conceal theory, you're going to need a tactical belt and a set of games. Well, I'm here to tell you.
Good morning. Today's video is brought to you by Insomnia. That's not a product. That's just, I woke up at 3 a.m. today, and I woke up to see some really cool news. So,
okay, so let me show you a couple of things.
Chain of thought.
Okay, so there's this graphic here. So how do I explain this? So this is the logic behind Q star. So you've got a starting state, and the starting state is, I don't know, I want to find the best prices on travel or whatever it is. And then you have the ending state. Like, here's your goal. Your goal is to go there. And then what happens is, given this starting state, you're going to take an action, and you're going to take action 1 in state 1. And the combination of the action you take in that state is going to give you the quality. So Q stands for quality. And then what happens is, so given this state, maybe there's 4 actions you could take. You could, launch a Google search. You could, whatever it is, you could do things. And the way Q star works is it says, okay, you took that action. I'm now going to look at the result of that action, and I'm going to score it. I'm going to give you plus 0.027 or a minus 0.4, right? Depending on the dramaticness of how bad you did. And then we're going to move on. And then given the new state, we're going to move on to state 2. And for state 2, you got a set of actions. And then you take an action and I judge that and I add, I either add or subtract to your Q score. And then you just basically keep going around. So that's just to understand the kind of math behind it. And then there's this other drawing here that he does where, so you start down here and the state is the little red dot in the middle. And then you could take, one of 9 actions around it. So it takes this action. Your goal is up here. And things are going good, your Q rating's going up, it's going up, it's going up, and then you get here and something's wrong, right? And your Q score starts going down. So it says, okay, I think I need to take different actions, and so it takes a different action. And it basically learns as efficiently as possible to navigate itself around whatever the, logistical roadblock is, and it gets here. So let's say what they apparently used Q star on like 4 weeks ago was simple grade school level math problems. And what normally happens with large language models is they can fine tune them and fine tune them and fine tune them. And maybe they can get them from like 70% correct to 80% correct to maybe 85, maybe 90, but they can almost never get to 100. Well, they apparently got to 100 because if it got the problem wrong at some point or some part of the problem wrong, it would sort of navigate its way around it and it would get the problem correct. That's reasoning. That's what ChatGPT and these things can't do right now. All they are right now is dumb calculators. They're dumb prediction engines. They're the smartest dumb calculators I've ever experienced in my life. Like they're beyond anything I've ever seen, but they're not reasoning. This shit is reasoning. Now, I don't know if that's exactly what you're talking about. Q star is just speculation. Yeah, that's right, Pate. Pate is keeping me honest here. Pate works for Google. Q star is totally speculation. But it's going to be some version of this, right? It's going to be some version of look at the shit you did. Look at the action you took. Did you get it right? If not, try again. How can I make Midjourney type a word? Use DALL-E. You can't right now. Midjourney doesn't do words. They will probably come out with something in the next 2 or 3 months that does it because you can now do words in stable diffusion, which you couldn't do before. Herod, who's in here a fair amount. Wait, is that just an image of an A pathfinding algorithm? Yeah, this is a part of the video where he's talking about A star. So I don't know. He describes in here something about how Q star is different than A star was, but that's as much as I know. You probably know more than I do. Well, the fact that you said, wait, isn't that just a diagram for A star, says that you know more about this than I do, Pate. By the way, Pate is the guild master of the AI Mechanics Guild over in the AI Salon, where we just had our first year birthday tonight. And so if you want to like hang out with people that know a lot about this stuff, join the salon. So if you go to the salon.ai, we just updated the link tree. There's a link to the Mighty Networks community. There's a link to the meetups. We meet every other week. Our meeting was tonight. And then there's a link. We just added a new merch store. And we've got a 1-year anniversary special edition t-shirt. It's only going to be up for 48 hours. So that's the one with the cool graphics in it. It looks like... It looks like that. It's cool. It's a cool graphic. See the 1 and the A and the I and the road and the sun and the, yeah. All right. Moving on. We're moving on up to the east side. To a deluxe apartment in the sky. Yeah, we're moving on up. All right. New chat limit per hour made me upset on GPT-4. Oh, their rate limiting? I know. Their problem is too many people are using their shit because it's so good. And everyone's addicted to it now. Anytime someone gets rate limited, I get like 10 pings. I just got rate limited. I don't know what to tell you people. All I can tell you is stay curious, keep playing, keep building shit. Assume it's going to break. Assume that the tool that you're using that seems like it is a miracle is just a janky piece of shit. Just you have to accept those two realities. This is the most miraculous thing I've ever seen, and no one should use this software. Both of those are true. Where's the llama? I got llamas. I got llamas in here. Hold. There, llamas. Llamas. You know why I like llamas? Llamas is tasty. Llama. He said Q-Star will be a combination of A-Star and Q-Learning. Well, that's again, as Pate pointed out, that's the speculation. They have not confirmed that. Now, in an interview with, I think, Vanity Fair last week, Sam Altman did say that the letter to the board about said algorithm was a leak. He confirmed that it was a leak, but we don't know any more details other than that. He said it was an unfortunate leak. Will we be homeless next year? I do not think so. So one of the things that's very easy to fall into is the robots are going to kill us. I think there's going to be a lot of disruption. I think there's going to be a lot of job loss. I think there's going to be an adjustment period. And then I think as these tools get more sophisticated and we learn how to wield them better, there's going to be new kinds of jobs created. I think project managers are going to be in demand. I think that people who have software experience are going to be in demand because what AI is doing is democratizing software development. And so what the beauty of that is lots of people get to make applications. The absolute fucking disaster of that is lots of people get to make applications and they don't necessarily have the discipline of, say, like QA testing and planning, all of the things, keeping track of different versions. And the thing was working good and then they made some changes and now it's not working good. If you don't have a good system in place, you can't go back, right? Vanity Fair is the go-to publication for my text news. Pate's feeling saucy tonight. It might not have been Vanity Fair, which I don't know what it was, but whatever. It was some interview with Altman where he said that the leak was an unfortunate leak. Oh man. It's not going to be the robots. AI can just use existing things against us. That's really true. Save on manufacturing. It's so true. Yeah, the robots, you know what's going to be? The robots are going to just toy with us like a cat for a while. They're going to be like, they're cute. And then they're just going to go, fing! Flick! Got my t-shirt confirmation. Awesome, AI Bob. That's great. Fantastic. The Jeffersons. Yeah, moving on up to the side. Pete. Hi, I just got here. Let me tell you about Q-Star. What did I miss tonight? You missed a birthday party. We had a birthday party for the AI Salon, and I just came on 20 minutes ago, 30 minutes ago. I'm just as much fun at virtual parties as real ones. He's got all the friends. Oh, man. Any updates on Gemini? Not that I saw before. I was planning for the salon all day. We were putting the store together and the link tree together and the, what's it called, Mighty Networks together. We were editing Mighty Networks, like we were just trying to get all that, because that's now live. So if you go to AI, thesalon.ai, and go to the community site, that's Mighty Networks. It's now public, so you can just go join that. Have you read about Mamba? Apparently, it's an SSM versus an LLM, a small what model? And you mean an SLM, small language model versus a large language model? I've heard of Mamba. I haven't played with it. Microsoft on Dev Day, on OpenAI's Dev Day, Microsoft talked about being into small language models, which basically is to say OpenAI ain't the only game in town. And then a week later, Sam Altman got fired. I think we'll probably hear something about, is small language just slang? No, Lunashtek, Pate may know this better than I do, but small language models are just basically tighter trained. They're not trained on massive amounts of language. They're trained on specialty pieces of language. So you don't have as much hallucination if you're training things on smaller data sets, basically. It's like what I don't know is, I don't know the difference between a small language model and, say, an expert AI system from 7 years ago. Like maybe just because it's the transformer and it's a slicker version of it. I don't know. That I do not know. Supposedly it doesn't have the limitations of the large language model. Yeah, but it also doesn't have the general capability of the large language model. So everything's a trade-off. Okay. I get it. I just didn't know. It's SLM, I think. Pate, is it SLM or SSM? So an SLM, so would SLM be better at doing a particular type of scientific research? Yeah, I think so. Oh, SSM is a unique method. It's not SLM. See, you know what? We're it's almost 11:30. I'm exhausted. I am significantly out of my depth here. So I don't fucking know. Go to the AI Salon, join the Mechanics Guild, and hang out with Pate. He will tell you all this shit. He can also teach you the difference between a TPU, a GPU, and a CPU in like a short amount of time, and you actually get it. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I don't know much about it, but we can figure it out together. And that's the whole idea of the Salon. If you haven't been to the Salon, it's a really cool group of people. It's very much about everyone's trying to figure all this shit out. We're all trying to figure it out. Nobody fucking knows. Nobody knows. Even if you understand how the shit works technically, okay. So now you know the difference between SSM, SLM, and LLM. How does that benefit your pizza shop? I don't know. That's the shit we got to figure out. But I'm a gardener. What do I do with this stuff? Hang out in the salon. Hang out with people that are looking at things like you're not. State space model. SSM, state space model. Oh, you know what we can do? Duh. Oh, ChatGPT. Why are they asking a man with an acting degree about an SSM? Because he's a mansplainer. He talks about things as if he knows about them, even when he doesn't. This is a mansplainer. He is known colloquially as Kyle. Can you explain the difference between an SSM, an SLM, and an LLM in the context of AI as if I had the education of a 7-year-old? Sure. Imagine you have two different kinds of smart robots. One is an SSM NSL Good Lord, which stands for small scale model. But that's not what, wait, what was the thing that you said? Something state, simple state. What was it? Small scale. Wait, I think SSM stands for small state something. Small state machine? I don't know. I can't. And I don't know. I don't even know enough how to ask ChatGPT to tell us what is the difference. This is what it's like sometimes. You know what I can do?
You can make money with ChatGPT.
Next, moving on. Moving on up to the next topic. The Simpsons. Happy birthday, AI Salon. All right. I'm going to do like another 15 minutes. If the next 15 minutes go as good as the past 15 minutes, woo, what a night. It's relatively new. It's complicated. It's part of a push to get past Transformers. Oh, that makes sense. Because everyone's like, well, seems like OpenAI's won on the Transformer game. Why don't we invent something new? Maybe we can beat them that way. Kyle, can you show us Runway? That I can show you. Do you want to see Runway TV or Runway ML? Cam Cat from Cleveland. You want to see the TV show, or you want to see the TV network that's going to put Netflix out of business if they ignore it? Do you want to see something else? State space model. Let me go back and ask that. State space model. Look it up. What is it? Doing research with Bing. Okay. All the letters. Single short message. Can you show us Runway? Tobias has a birthday this weekend. Awesome. Wait, state space model is a type of mathematical model used in various fields such as control engineering, finance, economics, ecology to simulate dynamic systems. Basic concept. A state space model represents physical systems by defining a set of inputs, outputs, and internal states. Well, that's kind of what we were talking about with the Q-star thing. These internal states are key variables that describe the system's behavior at any given time. Yeah. The relationship between the inputs, the outputs, and the states is typically expressed as a first-order differential or differential equations. You know them first-order differentials. I'll tell you what. I was at a party once. I was talking about first-order differentials, and I was like, man, wait till you see the second-order differentials. It's in the transmission, right? Because the first order goes fast, but then you put it in the second order, and the differential spins, and the tires just grab, and so I know math pretty good. I know it pretty good. I got a solid handle on this. So yeah, come back here, AI Learning Lab. You'll learn good stuff, fantastic math stuff here at the Learning Lab. That's what we're all about. Qualifications. A sure way to get the babes. Yeah, listen, saw you standing there by the punch, and I was thinking, I was just thinking about first order differentials, and you're into math? La da 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 dee 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 dee. I've been at parties where order of differentials are discussed at lengths. It was at a government lab. Pate, that's not called a party. Pate, do you know what a party is, dude? We're gonna start a different guild, and we're gonna invite you to it. You can't discuss differentials at a party. It's no. No. That's not a party. That's just work with alcohol. A party's where you act like an idiot and forget what first order differentials are. Is it differentials? Yes, differential equations. So then I says to her, how do you handle your hidden states? And she says to me, it's a first order thing. Runway ML? Okay. I was nearly late for the salon because I got my hand bit by a pit bull. No! At the dog park? Oh no, are you okay? Oh, that's fucking awful. I'm sorry about that. Wow, it's not good. Pit bulls and hands. That's horrible. Horrible, horrible. Okay, someone wants to go see. We're gonna go over here. We're gonna go to Runway ML. So let me show you something first. Okay. We're gonna go here. We're gonna go here. We're gonna go here. Is that it? No. Yes. Okay. This is the world of video right now. Well, no. The world of video is probably way bigger than this. This is the world of video that I've played enough with that I think and heard enough about. So generally how I pick the tools that make this list, or like all of the stuff that I recommend, is if I hear about something once or twice, I don't care. If I hear about something 10 times, I'll go check it out. I will make a snap judgment on it because that's how my brain works. I got ADHD. I don't have time for your fucking nonsense here. I don't have time for your fucking manual. I will go look at it and I will snap judge it. And then if in snap judging it, it's okay, then I'll go look at it. Most stuff does not even come close to making this list. So what's on this list are things that I've actually played with or enough people have talked about and I've seen output from, like, okay, that's when you got to pay attention to. So the three sites on the left, the three projects on the left are all the same basic thing. Runway ML, Moon Valley, and Pika Labs. Moon Valley seems to be drifting into the distance a bit. Pika Labs is about to sort of take off in front of Runway ML, but Runway ML right now has got the lead. Runway ML is for text to video, like, ChatGPT is to large language models. It's kind of got the lead right now, and people are coming after them. But there's a lot of people that I know, like some of the creative directors I know. Kenny, that was on the Salon tonight, is one of them, likes Pika Labs better. And Pika 1.0 is about to come out. But all those three things on the left are like, you type in text and it makes a video, or you upload an image of a video and it makes video. Why they're getting better is they're able to do longer chunks of video, and they're also starting to give directorial control. So you can zoom in on an image, you can pan on an image. With Runway ML now, there's a thing called motion brush where you can paint on an image. So I just wanted to give you the context of what we're looking at. Oh, and then the reason I asked about Runway TV, this thing is worth checking out. If you go to runway.tv, it's going to look weird. And you're going to see films there, videos there, that look weird. And if you're old, like me, you may remember in 1981, this weird TV station came out called MTV, Music Television. And nobody knew what to do with it. It was weird. It was like we're used to listening to music and now we're watching music. What is this? That's kind of what Runway TV is. It's videos that are created out of this text or image to video generation stuff. And they're weird, but they're going to get very real very fast. So pay attention to that thing. Okay. So let's go to Runway ML. We're going to log in. All these video tools are not cheap. They charge you by the credit. They give you. They're it's kind of like Vegas. So you know when you go to Vegas and you've got like, I don't know, $1,000, and you're like, this $1,000 is a lot of money, and I know what $1,000 is, and they give you these little things, chips, and then you get like 10 chips, and all of a sudden it doesn't seem like a lot of money, and then you just go play with those. That's kind of what these companies do. They give you tokens, and they give you like 150 tokens. And you're like, I'm gonna make 150 videos, and then you go to make a video, and they're like, this video is gonna cost you 15 tokens, and you're like, oh shit, that's a lot of money. So anyway, that's what this is like. So the interface here is not super intuitive, but you can create a video from text, from an image, or from an image plus a description. So I'm just going to start with an image. And so I'm going to say upload a file. So we're going to go find an image to turn into a movie. Where am I going to go? I'll go here. I got a lot of stuff here. That could be a cool one. Let's grab, that's vertical. Let's see. Yeah, let's do this. We'll do this one. Okay. So I'm going to open that. Even though it's vertical, it'll make a vertical vidya. And then I can do things like I can say, how much motion do I want? And it's a slider from 1 to 10. And then I can click on this camera motion tab. And there's all these different camera controls. There's horizontal. There's panning. There's tilting. So tilting is up and down. Panning is left and right. Horizontal is like tracking, like the camera's doing this. Panning is it's doing this. It's rotating. And then there's rotation. So let's just say we'll zoom out on this. And that's it. And then we're going to go to this thing called motion brush. And so now I've got a brush with this purple thing on it, and I'm just going to brush all over the leaves. And maybe a little bit of the branches. And I'm just going to kind of purple my way around this thing. And you don't have to be really precise. These things aren't precise. They're kind of, what was the term I used? Oh, I know. Janky pieces of shit. So these are all janky. Now, listen, if anyone in here works at Runway or Pika Labs or OpenAI or whatever, and you're like, he called our stuff janky pieces of shit. It's a term of endearment. I love you. You're good people. And I'm going to make some leaves down here move, maybe. All right. And then what do? There's proximity. See, I don't, you have to do something with so I guess we'll go vertical down. So maybe we'll make some leaves fall. I don't know. And then I'm going to save that. And then we're going to generate a movie. Bang. So you start with a picture. You click on some shit. And you hit generate video. You can also type in words. I want a picture of an aardvark skateboarding. And it'll make that. And then it takes a while. My experience with these is that because I don't do it every day, I'll occasionally come in here and do what I just did, where I just kind of stumble into an image and just kind of do it. I get pretty shitty results with these. People that spend time doing this, proximity will come closer to you. Yep. Okay, cool. People that spend time with these can get decently predictable results. It's like anything. If you use the tool and get better with the tool, you'll be gooder. The 4-second limitation is a bit annoying. Yeah, but Jerry, so with Runway now, you can extend a video 4 times, so you can go up to 18 seconds long. So what it does, it's actually kind of cool. It'll generate a 4-second clip, and then if you say extend it for 4 seconds, it takes the last frame of the first clip, and that becomes the starting frame of the next clip. And you can do that 4 times. So you can create 18-second sequences. The problem is they lack coherence, right? Which is basically this tree at the end of 18 seconds would probably turn into like a red-breasted robin or something. Is this our movie? Where's our movie? Oh, yeah. There you go. Look, it's working. We got decent results. It erased all the letters, and down come the leaves. That's not bad. So that's Runway. Doesn't have any audio. It's this is not fully edited video. This is just animation, right? This is motion sequences. But if you go to runway.tv, you can see what people are doing with this. And what they're also doing, what the clever storytellers over at Runway TV are doing is they're mixing traditional footage with digital footage with AI footage. And they're kind of, munging it all together with After Effects and stuff like that. I sometimes expand to 18 seconds, but you can speed up the frames to, say, 9 seconds. Oh, yeah, interesting. Cool. Oh, yeah, you've been doing a lot of this, Drew, right? You've been doing a fair amount of this. So, but go experiment. Just know that your experiment's going to cost you about $30, and you're going to get 15 shitty videos. You'd be like, wait, that's it? But what's the alternative? Go get a camera, go find a tree, the right time of year, and film some leaves falling out of it. That's your alternative. Oh, man. Can we see Runway TV? Absolutely. Okay, so this is how you make the piece parts. And to submit something to Runway TV, you have to have made something in Runway ML, which makes sense. Runway.tv. So you start out, that thing very much reminds me of the early MTV Stream Offline. All right, fine. That's normal footage. Oh, maybe it's not. And so I don't know what this is. It's something. But if I go to TV Guide here, this is where this gets really reminiscent of like early days of Netflix, early days of a lot of the streaming services, were kind of these sort of scrolling lists of videos, right? In generally, curated channels. AI Film Festival, Gen 48, whatever that is. Maybe they partnered with someone called Gen 48. This is the staff pick film of the week. The Creative Partners Program. Runway Studios. Runway Studios. Runway Studios. Pay attention to this. Who's Runway Studios? I don't know. They took a pile of the, $100 million they got invested or whatever it was, and they said, hey, why don't we try to make some original content? Let's go get some filmmakers. We'll give them our tools, and we'll just tell them to go make original content. So that's what that channel is. You can submit your work to this channel because we're so early, just anyone can do this. Like this video is just weird. It's cool, but it's just weird. Music video, right? Doesn't this feel like early MTV days? This was all hand animated back then. So there's that kind of stuff. Endless Reflections, Animation Worldwide, Couture 24. That's pretty slick. So it kind of feels like art films of the 70s, like the Andy Warhol stuff. There's some in here that are true storytelling. And what's going to happen, just mark my words, this is going to start to get a little bit of buzz or something like it. It doesn't have to be this one. Like this is just the first one I've seen of these. And real filmmakers are going to piss all over this. They're going to be like, it's not real film. It's stupid. Real film's better. And then what's going to happen is, for a while, there's going to be two different tracks. And one's going to be a really thin track, which is this generative stuff. And the other one's going to be Hollywood. And then just over time, that really thin track's going to get wider and wider and wider. And who are the power players in the generative side are not necessarily going to be who the power players are on the Hollywood side. And there's going to be a really interesting battle. So just pay attention to this stuff. Because right now, this stuff is, I wouldn't call it laughably bad, but it is janky. A lot of this work is the result of janky technology that made it possible. But it's going to get real good real fast. That's me at the differential party. What will happen with Netflix? So Cam, okay. So this is one of the reasons that I get so excited about this shit is that hang on. Happy anniversary, AI Salon. Bam. Okay. One of the reasons I get so excited about this stuff is nobody learns from history. So, back in the 80s, some researchers at Kodak created this thing called the digital camera. And they took it into the powers that be at Kodak and they said, hey, bosses, looky at the future. We got a CCD. And where film would be, we put a CCD there. And look, it made an image that's like 32 pixels across. Ain't that cool? And the bosses at Kodak went, you don't understand what business we're in, son. We sell chemicals. Silver halide is our game. Get out of here. And then Kodak went out of business. So, Netflix has two options. They can say, we're Netflix. We make more Academy Award-winning films than Hollywood does. Or Emmy Award-winning films than, Hollywood does. And they're going to laugh at that shit. Or they're going to acquire that. Or they're going to hire someone to say, you go grind Runway TV into the fucking ground. If you have to put us out of business, I don't want anything resembling one of those things. We're gonna win this market. In order for them to win the generative AI market, they're likely going to have to threaten their other business. So why this is entertaining is we're going to get to watch in real time company after company after company in every industry be confronted with some snot-nosed 28-year-old someone something or Gen Xer that walks into the big boss's office and goes, hey boss, here's the future. Look at this GPT I just made that does for free what we charge people $150,000 a month for. Why don't we sell these for cheaper? And when the boss goes, you don't understand what business we're in, son. This is about time and materials. Get out of here. Down that company goes. And then, other ones will be like, there'll be senior management that says, fuck it, we got to turn on a dime. Those will be the rare ones. And then, there's going to be a lot of small and medium companies that start out executing large companies, start threatening them, and they'll either get bought or they will take over. They'll become new leaders in that market. Time is it? I gotta go. It's late, people. What are you still doing here? Why is anyone still here? I've been completely useless tonight. I showed you how to watch TV. I showed you how to watch crappy 3-minute TV. Do these videos take a lot of memory? No, well, they take a lot of memory to produce. Not a lot of memory. They take a lot of GPU cycles to produce, which is why they're expensive. But the videos that are produced are actually really small because the technology is janky right now. They're not generating 4K 60 frame a second video. Let's put it that way. And occasionally a face will look like a face. Oh my God.
You can make money with ChatGPT.
What are we going to do, people? 2024 is going to be fucking crazy. I'm still reeling from 2023. What are we supposed to do? My brain can't hold anymore. I'm cranky. I don't want to learn. Reminds me of the early Flash days. Totally like that. My life is a never-ending AI-fueled nightmare. This is my free time. Oh, man. Pretty cool. Is it free? Just joined. Runway TV, I think, is free. Or are you talking about the AI Salon? AI Salon's free. So how we're funding it being free is we just launched a merch store. So if you go to thesalon.ai, there's a merch store. But also you can sponsor a month of Mighty Networks. It's $150. It's not much money. And for the 2 meetings of, that you sponsor, you get mentioned, you're on the thank you page. And so that's how we're keeping it free for end users. A guy on TikTok has been blowing up with Runway 4-second clips and splicing together a few seconds. I don't know who's been blowing up, but Drew, who's in here a lot, has been doing a lot of that. He's been taking images. I don't know where he's generating them. I assume on DALL-E or Midjourney. And he's making videos of his whole channel. I run into his stuff all the time. So I don't know who's blowing up. But yeah, just watch. The first 6 months of 2024, there's going to be a lot more noise about this video stuff. Because it's going to get good fast. Because it happened with images. Images were laughably bad for 2 years. And this is what David Shapiro talks about with this AI stuff. It's bad, 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 it's good, it's good, it's good, it's excellent. So right now, video's been, it's bad, 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 bad. Oh, that's not bad. We're right there. And then Pika 1.0 is about to come out, and you got motion brush with Runway. And then all of a sudden, it's just going to go. And what it'll start out with is it'll go from 4 seconds to 30 seconds to 3 minutes to make me a movie. And the movie will be narratively coherent, visually coherent. There'll be a soundtrack that will be musically coherent. Every industry, it's not just movies, every industry this is coming for. Congratulations on the anniversary night, Kyle. Thank you so much. Robert Rossi, thank you. Thanks for coming to the salon tonight and hanging out here. I really do appreciate it. I did see something about Gemini demos coming this month. Anyone hear that? So what I heard, Cam, was Gemini was supposed to launch this week, like a surprise launch, and then the CEO of Google killed it because it was bad at foreign languages. And then I heard they're going to demo it this week, which that would make sense. If you were going to sneak launch it and you have events scheduled and then you pull it, it would make sense to do a demo. But it's all speculation. And Pate in here, Pate, who is quick to point out how I don't know an SSM from an SLM, from an LLM, from an SPT, TP. He will not tell us what's going on at the Google. So take that, put that in your pipe and smoke it. So I don't know. I have no idea. But I did hear they're going to be demoing something this week. My kids would love that gold gadget. I don't know what you're talking about.
You can make money with ChatGPT.
You mean this? It's solid gold. That's solid gold. I got this from Parker on Gold Rush. I said, Parker, make me an ingot. I'm going to make it into a button. This is an ingot of solid gold from Parker on Gold Rush. He signed it. It's signed on the bottom.
You can make money with ChatGPT.
That's Parker's voice. Pate, Cam Catkin, it seems very close to coming out based on all the speculative articles. Pate, I think Pate needs a nap. I think Pate has been TPU optimizing a little too much today. To the moon! All right, listen, everybody. I don't know SSMs either. I know. The Google. All right, listen. It was good seeing y'all. Happy first birthday to the salon. I don't know when I started this channel. It was right around this time. We're probably actually coming up on the 1 year anniversary of this, but the first 6 months of this, I just did recorded videos. I didn't do lives. The lives started like the end of April. So I don't like this channel for me is much more about the lives now than the recorded shit. Anyway, good to see you all. Share Bear, good to see you. Human being. Get rest, Kyle. Thank you. Happy birthday, Salon. I know. Happy birthday, Salon. Steve O, thank you. AILLTMZ. That's right. All speculation all the time. You can go to other channels for facts. Come here for the fun. Come for the fun. Stay for the speculation. We'll make shit up. If we don't know the answer, we'll answer it. Just like ChatGPT. Oh, I'm punchy. I'm a little punchy, people. You know what I mean? Tyrant Truth, good to see you. Tobias, good to see you. Thanks for coming to the salon tonight. Steve-O. Pate, as always, very nice. Share Bear. Christopher Ramsey, good to see you. Scaramouche. Scaramouche, Scaramouche. Welcome to Chat ADD. Ken Catkin, JRC. He's punchy. He's clueless, but occasionally entertaining. All right, everyone. Have a good night. I will see you tomorrow. Bye.